More refrigerant changes coming? Well, it's possible. If you read this article from the ACHR News, they're talking about manufacturers working on new low global warming potential refrigerants to replace R454B and replace R32. Now, right now, the law is set at 700 global warming potential limit, which R32 and 454B both fall below for now all the way through 2050. There's currently no laws changing that, but the manufacturers are already working on new refrigerants, so it's just a matter of time possibly before those laws get changed. Who knows at this point? One thing I do find interesting is that Europe is already working to move away from 1234YF which is an HFO, but it breaks down into a TFA, which is a type of forever chemical, which is very concerning for the environment, for the atmosphere. Now, there's also other concerns with other HFO refrigerants breaking down into TFA forever chemicals, but now there's new studies showing that it's very possible for those refrigerants to break down into other HFC refrigerants such as R23. And these refrigerants have a very high global warming potential number. So even though the HFO refrigerant we're trying to move to has a lower global warming potential number, it breaks down into other very bad things for the environment and even breaks down into HFCs, which have a high global potential number. So I personally don't understand how all that math is supposed to work. It seems very concerning to me, but go check those studies out for yourself. Now, it's also important to note that in the US, many of the chemical manufacturers have lobbied against the use of natural refrigerants. Now, Europe is working on moving towards natural refrigerants, but the US chemical companies are working on fighting that move. There is the Natural Refrigerants Council that is actually pushing for us to move towards a natural refrigerant, which has a little higher safety issue, but the big thing is we don't have to keep changing anymore. Anyways, what are your thoughts? What do you think about this? What do you think is going to happen? And what would you like to see happen?